Hi, my name's Kate Pollard and this is our first review from What Me and the Boys Say for Toys R Us as Toyologists. We've had to do the Buzz Lightyear review first. As you probably saw from the first video if you've watched it, my youngest son was so excited when he saw this Buzz Lightyear in the box. Not that he's already not got a Buzz Lightyear, because he has, but the Buzz Lightyear he's got was a much cheaper one and it doesn't do half of what this one says it's going to do. He's already been playing through the packet with it. He's desperate to get it out of the packaging to play with his Woody and his other Buzz, so they can all have a tea party together, I think. And he's just so desperate, he wants to get it out of the box, so here goes with our first review. I really like the packaging of this one. It's really, really exciting for the kids. It does say on the side that you can get inside, there are some wings so you can make it look like a space rocket, so the packaging is almost part of the toy as well. This is the Toy Story Collection Buzz Lightyear. I think it says it's from Andy's Toy Box, and at the moment it's retailing for $49.99. For that, obviously, you get Buzz, and this one says it's got two modes. It's got the Space Ranger and the Toy Buzz mode, over 65 savings, original voice and sound effects, and it's also interactive, which we've seen a little bit of already, where my son has been talking to Buzz and he's been talking back to him, which he thinks is great. So it says it's talk back, it's got pop-out wings, a retractable helmet, and a wrist communicator, which looks like you can open to actually play with. On the box it also says that it has pulsating laser light, high pressure space wings and multi-phase voice simulator. On the back of the box it also gives a little bit of sort of a diagram about your pop-out wings. It says about your retractable helmet with interactive responses. You've got 3 different buttons, I think, which do different things, for Space Ranger and Toy Buzz modes, and the talkback communication, so you choose the right button, I presume. And that's the flip-up wrist communicator, which has got to contact Star Command, and then you've got the pop-out wings as well. And inside, what I really liked about this one is it says it includes a certificate of authenticity, so that'll be really nice for something for the kids to keep. So I think without further ado, we're going to have to let him get in it. He's even actually sitting here waiting to get in the box, aren't you, Charlie? Yeah. Do you want to come and have a look then? Should we get in the box? Yeah. Okay, then we'll get in the box and see what we think about the Buzz Lightyear. Something I probably should have mentioned before now is that on the box it says it's suitable for ages 4+. So my youngest is probably a great age for this. He's actually going to be 4 in 2 weeks' time, so he's ready and raring to go for this Buzz Lightyear. Inside, we managed to lift the lid off first of all, and we've first of all got our Toy Story certificate of authenticity, which is a really nice thing to see straight away. So I'll peel that off. There it goes. And then I'm hoping that we can just open the top to get Buzz out. Some scissors required, I think. So with a little bit of persuasion, Buzz does actually slide out. It's not been the easiest thing to slide out, because I don't want to break the box, because it makes it into the spaceship, but it does eventually just slide out. You just have to be a bit kind of forceful and careful at the same time. After removing the sellotape and the wires and a bit of plastic from the front, I think Buzz is ready to go. Do you want to lift him out? Yeah, show it to everybody. Oh. Let's have a look. Who have you got, Charlie?
Oh, Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. What do you think of him so far?
Cool.
Are you ready to start testing him and having a play?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we leave you to play with him then?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Okay, one thing I was aware of reading the instructions is that Buzz is actually set to demo mode, so I need to actually switch him on. It's taken me a while to figure out where to actually switch him on, but it's just underneath Buzz. and underneath his leg, and you can see behind there is a little button, a sliding switch that you need to switch. So you can switch it from demo mode, which is on at the moment, off to on. So if I switch him to on, then he should do a lot more than he does in the demo mode. The demo mode is like the factory setting for the shop so that it saves batteries whilst it's there. So hopefully,
I am Buzz Lightyear.
It's starting to do a little bit more, so we'll let Charlie carry on playing with him.
See, I can fly.
Hello, Buzz!
What was that? Not to worry, a space ranger fears nothing.
What you called?
Stand back while I power up my laser.
Don't look one time.
Shout at him.
Hello, Buzz!
Now, no need to raise your voice. I can hear you perfectly fine.
Hello, Buzz!
I can fly around this room with my eyes closed.
You can't touch me.
Are you ready for adventure in uncharted space?
So you know how to get him to fly? Yeah.
To infinity.
You got me.
To infinity. And
I
beyond.
got too high.
I found the instruction guide fairly useful, but actually quite complicated as well. There is a lot to this buzz, and as I said before, I think it does do an awful lot more than the cheaper buzz that we've already got does. The one we've already got just says a couple of phrases and has a couple of lights on it, I think. But this one is interactive, so it actually talks to you. There's sound effects for all the different things, so there's a lot to it. And the instructions there are instructions for each one, but I've not particularly found the diagrams that helpful as to locate things. It did take me a while to find the on switch, and it is quite complicated reading through it. So I think if I'm finding it complicated, then I'm not sure whether Charlie, as a 3, nearly 4-year-old, will be able to get the most out of this buzz. But I'm sure as he's playing it, he'll notice that different things happen, and I'm sure he'll get everything to work by accident. Whereas for me, I'm kind of reading things and having a go at it and seeing if it'll work. I really do like the thing that it talks interactively. Charlie is loving that at the moment, that he's talking and Buzz is responding back. So I think it's a really, really good feature. And I do think, having paid £20 for the one that we got, this one being £50. I know at the time we did look at this one and thought it was a bit more expensive, but I do think for that extra money, the interactivity is definitely worth it. I can see that it's going to get a lot of use and a lot of time spent playing with it. So for me, I'm really impressed with this Buzz Lightyear. I can see why it's now worth spending a bit more money and getting the one that's more interactive and says more things and does more things than it has been getting the cheaper one. So I'm glad that it's been sent for me to review so I can actually compare the two. I think he's really durable. I think he's going to last a long time. I don't think bits are going to break off. The bits that could potentially break off are designed to come away easily so that you can put them back together, so they're just kind of proofing it against the children, really. So the bits that I would expect to come off are maybe the wings and the backpack, but in the instruction booklet it says they are designed to come off and you can put them back together easily. I really like the interactivity of this Buzz. I've had some fun sitting there talking to him, I must admit, and shouting at him. The only thing I have found with him is, it does say it's fully poseable, but it is really difficult to get him to stand up, so that's the only one downside I would say to the Buzz, but I am really impressed. As for the packaging, I really like the idea of it being a space rocket. I think it's a really great idea, but it does concern me that because it's only cardboard, it's only going to get played with a few times before it gets ripped, and it will be, won't be able to use it again. And also, in order to get Buzz in and out, you have to sort of lift the lid off, and there is an inside packaging bit which is really, really fiddly, and it just doesn't quite work for me. I love the idea, I think it looks really good, but I think if you are trying to use the packaging as a spaceship, it needs to be a bit more durable, and I would really like to see this maybe of a plastic or just a different material so that it will last sort of longer. The important thing is to see what the boys really think. So I suppose the all-important question is, boys, what do you think of the Buzz Lightyear?
Good.
What's your favourite bit about Buzz, Charlie?
The bit where his wings flash.
You like his wings flashing. What's your favourite bit, George?
All of it.
All of it. My favourite bit is the bit where he talks to you. Do you like it when he talks to you?
Yeah.
What's his favourite thing that he says?
Hi, my name's Buzz Lightyear, and what was that? That was my favourite.
And you liked that. So, what do we think for our first Toyologist review? What do we give? What do me and the boys give Buzz Lightyear out of 10?
10. 2 out of 10.
2 and a 10 out of 10? Is that right? 10 out of 10? Full marks? Do we give him a big thumbs up or a big thumbs down? So can we see your big thumbs up for Buzz Lightyear for our first Toyologist review? Fantastic.